All right, so we are live for day 3, and I'm just going to make sure we stream in the right positions before we dive in today. So let's do this now. So we have day 3, expand in unleash your spiritual power and explode. Yes, your online coaching business. Okay. Right, we're doing it, 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 we're doing it. We are doing it into the groove. We're doing it. I think we're doing it. Okay. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. I am pumped for day 3. And now I'm looking. Now I am looking to make sure that I can see myself and that I can see that's all happening inside the Facebook group. So give me a moment to just sort this out. Yes, I can see 3 people. Okay, cool, cool, cool. It's happening. I'm going to pin the post. Hi, Tram. Hi, Melissa. Oh, my dedicated. I love it. Hi, beautifuls. Oh, I love to see you. Okay, so let me just pin this, and then I'm going to just sort it out. Okay, it's pinned. I think that's all good, actually. Yay, yay. That's okay. You haven't finished the homework. Oh my God, Melissa, it's okay. You actually have until next Thursday. Let me just do this pinning first. 1 second. So we are live. So I'm just doing the pinning. Okay, cool. We are live. Hi, Sarah, and hi, Melissa. And I saw Tran. Hi. Give me an emoji. Share the video. Do what you want with it. Yes. Good. So let's dive in. Now it says, why did that not pin everyone when I said everyone? Okay, never mind. Okay. Let's do this, guys, and let's dive in today. I just wanted to make sure that it's all happening. People can see me. We've got 6 people watching. Esmeralda is here as well. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so I'm just going to ignore the Facebook group for now, and I will come and answer all your questions later, like I always do. You know what I do now. So, okay, let's dive in. Oh, yeah. But I'm so excited about today because I tell you now, marketing excites me and sales excites me when it is in the right energy, because it's like it's a win-win for everyone. The clients are getting great results because they're buying something really epic, and the coach or the mentor or the healer is getting great exchange for their beautiful services, and it's all like a win-win. So I love all this. So we're going to do today, we are going to do a few things. You're going to get some homework. And we're going to do just a little bit of a recap to start with. So let me just double check. Actually, I also like turning my phone off because sometimes it makes a funny surround noise and like it's really annoying. So let's do this now. Okay. Can you hear me okay? Can you see me okay? Why don't you drop something and say yes, hello, and hashtag replay, hashtag live, please, because it's 2 o'clock in the UK. It's about midnight in Australia, so they won't be watching. Not many anyway. And we in America is really early, and in some places it's like still sort of like 4 a.m. So I am expecting lots of replays because, and this is another thing I want to share with you guys. You need to do what you want to do in your business. Like, if you don't want to run masterclasses in the evening to fit everyone, then don't do it. Like I'm running these in the school day because I've got my kids and I want to be with them. So it's like, you need, this was a little tip actually. Just do what you want to do. Like, don't think you've got to do it the way people say you have to do it. You need to do what is good for you, what is good for your energy, right? Okay, because people will find you. People watch the replays. Do you know what I mean? It is great to be live, but hey ho, that's why the replays are here, right? So let's dive in today. How is everyone doing? How is everyone doing in terms of energy? Because I've had some really amazing messages saying, I feel already uplifted, I feel already amazing, I feel motivated. Why don't you drop one word below how you are feeling? Whether that is excited or grounded, or maybe you feel curious, maybe you feel elated. Drop a word. I would love you to drop a word. And even the people, please, who watch the replay, drop your word. Drop your word, how you're feeling today. And if you're feeling tired, fine, you say that as well. But I've had some really great feedback. So please do that. Let me know how you're feeling. I'm feeling on fire. I'm on fire. I'm really excited. This is a part of my generator. So I feel really good. So I'm really happy to do this with you guys today. Okay. So we're going to do a very, very, very short recap. I've got notes again, of course. We're going to do a really short recap on day 1 and 2. So I just wanted you to like compartmentalize what you've learned so that we then move into day 3 with ease. So day 1 was all about you expanding into your spiritual powers, like knowing that you are spiritually gifted and you are meant to use it. We also talked about that your channel is your tool to your success and your, like, you know, how you navigate in life and business. And we know we have to clear our channel. We know we have to be clear. We also discussed that the 2 things that are playing up in your life right now, which are the 2 reasons you're not playing at the level that you are meant to, however that looks to you, is because the blocks have not been cleared, i.e. physical, emotional, spiritual, DNA, ancestral, bloodline, all those things, subconscious, trauma, programming, blah, 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 blah. Old paradigm stuff has not been cleared so that you are your true authentic self. You are your true authentic self now. It's just that it's almost like it's a bit blurred, you know, because the blocks are there still. So we know that's the only reason. There's nothing wrong. We know that it's just programming conditioning. The second thing was you don't know how to navigate your spiritual map of life, which is what we decode with the soul contract, but also other people. I was speaking to a lady today, actually, and she used the human design and gene keys. So actually, I might bring her in as a guest speaker to my Connect the Soul Club, because that would be really epic, because it gives her like another layer of how to navigate your spiritual map of life. So once you clear your blocks, and once you understand your spiritual map of life with the different tools that are available here on earth, and then you navigate your life and your business from your best ability, investing in these things, you will then unlock your purpose and you unlock yourself and you're on your way and you're doing your thing, right? So we know this. And you are as spiritually sort of like powerful as anyone else. So there is no difference between us. Okay, I'm plugged in this way because I've invested so much time, energy, mentorship, clearing, like, you know, in myself, in my energy. That's why I'm powerful. Okay, so it's not because I was like better than someone else. Right? It's really not like that. So it's a result of all the work I've done, and you can do the same. Okay. Day 2 was all about your programs. Okay, so I really look at your genius, your brilliance. And remember as well, we brought together your previous brilliance, like the things that you've already embodied, and we brought that in together with your channeling, your gifts, your tools that you use now, and how you can bring them together and really create your own sort of brilliance, your own solutions for your clients through your own brilliance. And your programs, we discussed it, your programs is your pathway to scale your business. Okay, and we talked about that yesterday. And we also talked about how you can create your own beautiful program using Connect, Clear, Create, the methodology that I teach, which is something you can remember forever. So even if you never worked with me again or did anything, you can use that methodology for the rest of your career as a coach or a healer online. Okay, so we've got Connect, Clear, Create. And then obviously we talked about the length and things like that about the program yesterday, more of a solidity, a structure. We talked about masculine structure. Okay, so today we are going to talk about how to get your clients wanting to sign up with you with ease, because and how they're just like, yeah, I'm ready, I'm doing this, I'm investing in this, I want this. Because there's a big difference from hustling, trying to sell something, to somebody going, hey, I love what you're doing, how can you help me, what are the different ways to join you, and I want to know more. Like I want to be there. There's two different things, right? So we want, as spiritual entrepreneurs and spiritual leaders and visionaries and UX leaders, probably have that feeling, not having to hustle, being able to present something and be in your brilliance and your truth, and people wanting to actually sign up with you because they just want to. Yeah, because that takes out the whole like objection handling, getting into your head too much about whatever, like staying, overthinking. It's a heart-based, intuitive place we invest from. And you are going to love this, and you really want to stay till the end, because I am going to teach you the different levels of marketing, consciousness of marketing, which is going to be a game changer for you, because you're going to be like, oh my God, thank God this woman has now validated what I have felt my entire life. And thank God she has just shared that I am allowed, or I have the permission to do what I always felt in my heart. Okay, you want to stay to the end. Also, what I want to say is, in the end of today, I'm going to speak a little bit about my other programs, not a long, like half-hour chat, few other things that you can join me in if you do not want to do the Connected Soul Club, and if you do not want to do the Light Body program, because not everyone is going to be like, oh yeah, I want to do that. Some people are going to be like, oh, I want to do some energy clearings, like I'm all good, like I just want to, I'm full to my ears, I'm already in a business program, or I'm doing other things, I just want to clear my energy. And you're going to have the ability or the access today to my other programs, which I'm going to share to you in the end. And so yeah, stay till the end if you want to hear what it is I'm going to share. Now, before we dive in, one more thing. So next week, so today is officially the finish, as in like the homework, So you only have 3 pieces of homework that you need to complete in order to be in the prize draw. And maybe you want to complete them for your own achievement, to feel like you completed something in any case. So today is officially the last day of homework. There will be no more homework. So I will post all that again today after this session, and you can log it in the guide section. You have until, what did I say? Thursday next week, because I will do the prize draw on Friday. I also want to correct one thing that I said, which was, I said 1st of March. I think it was in a post somewhere, and I changed that, by the way, in the group. But I said 1st of March is the last day to join the programs with a bonus. I was wrong. It's the 5th of March. It's a Sunday, 5th of March, which is next Sunday. So you have a whole 9 days to consume all the masterclasses, do your homework, dive into the light body the masterclasses to learn about the light body work, in case you are interested in joining, because you might want to get your head around and your heart around it, so that you're like, okay, I need this. And so you have all that time. Also, so that's 9 days. It's quite a long time. You've got a lot of time to get through everything. The next thing I want to say is the next week on Monday, I am going to do a extra class, like it's a bonus class on online mastery, premium positioning, like raising the bar, lifting the game, really, how should I put it? Really raise the bar for the spiritual coaching community so that you can feel like, the industry of spiritual coaching and spiritual healing and those things and energy work is a fantastic industry and place to be in, and is very highly respected. It's highly looked upon, it's really like, yeah, this is really amazing. So that comes with raising the bar of the industry, which is what a part of my mission is, to raise the bar of the industry. Okay, so do you want to come to that? If you are a visionary healer and a visionary coach, somebody who has a massive, absolutely bonkers, unrealistic vision like mine, you really want to come on Monday and listen to this, because we are talking new earth leadership here. We are talking raising the vibration of the planet. We are talking walking into the new earth with high standards, walking in, owning our spiritual gifts in the highest possible way that we could ever own them. Like, we are the leaders of the new world. Okay, that piece is very important that we log in. Okay, so Monday is very important. So that's that. Now, it happened to be Tuesday. I'm running the New Earth Masterclass, which is a monthly masterclass that I run, which is free. It's not a part of the event, but I'm still going to run it on that date because other people have signed up and people are expecting to come. That event will not run in this group. It's a private Zoom room where I talk to the students about New Earth and about polarity programming and how we can go from separation conditioning into unity consciousness and apply this in all areas of our life. So that's on Tuesday. You can find actually the details inside this group and the sign up link as well. Okay, that's on Tuesday next week. It's free. You will get an opportunity to talk to me in there, and you get an opportunity to learn. The February topic is from hidden to visible. So I talk about polarity topics every time. So you can come along to that one, ask questions. We do a little bit of coaching, and then you're free to go. Like, that's it. This is an opportunity for you to come and speak to me, an opportunity for you to get to know my energy more, an opportunity to make decisions whether you want to join me somewhere in any programs. This is your opportunity to get to know me better. Okay, I know you're getting to know me now, but this is the month masterclass. That's happened Tuesday. The next thing that happens next week, and this is the last one. So next week on Thursday, and I'm going to do this one on a later 7 p.m. UK time. It's not in the group yet. I will add these events in the group so that you know when they are. It is a Q&A for you to come and ask all your questions about Light Body, about the Connected Soul Club, which is the business membership. Come and ask questions about any other programs that you're interested to take. And knowing, and ask questions. Is this the right one for me? Should I be doing this one? Should I be doing this one? Of course, I want you to lead yourself and follow your intuition and go, yeah, I need this one. So I want you to have that sense and that intuitive feeling of that's what I need. But there's always, from an intellectual level, there's always some questions and people want to feel reassured. Maybe you want to speak to some of my past clients or see more testimonials, whatever it is, So you're very welcome then to come. It is not a sales call. It is purely a space and an opportunity for you to ask questions, which will be for your benefit so that you know that you're making the right decision by joining any of the programs. Okay, so it is a safe space, basically. Okay, that's what's happening next week. So those two events, I haven't added those yet. I haven't added the online mastery one yet, which is Monday, and I haven't added the Thursday Q&A call either, but I will. Okay, they are the Monday one is the masterclass like this. The Tuesday one is the one I run monthly, and it's a registration link. You need to register to come to that one. The Thursday one is a Zoom call. You will get the link inside this group. No registration is required. Okay. Sorry about the confusion. Oh, well, if there was any, now it's clear. Okay, let's dive in. That was all the housekeeping. Wow. I hope you're okay. All right. So I want to talk to you today about a few things when it comes. So it's almost like I'm not really talking about sales, to be honest. I'm going to talk about your energy and your positioning and how you want to show up in your online business as a spiritual coach or spiritual healer and entrepreneur, because energy is everything, right? So I'm going to take you through a few things. We're going to talk about some practical sort of strategic things, and we're also going to talk about the energetic stuff as well. So I just want you to know that all the success that you see of anyone online, whether they are spiritual or not spiritual, but they are successful in terms of like they make lots of sales, they have a good following, they seem to have really engaged, happy clients, like it looks at least successful. We never know actually what happens at the back, you know, but we know that if they have a great sort of following and a great communication and great sales and, you know, great events and stuff like that, we know that they are on that level doing something right. Yeah. So I want you to know that that is a compound. Oh, I don't know what happened with the light there. That's a compound effect of everything that they do. There is, like, I'm going to be so transparent here and so honest with you, and I really want you to take this to heart, because you have probably in other times, or maybe with other coaches or in the past, have heard that there is a formula to everything, and if you do it this way, you are going to be successful. I'm going to call bullshit on all of that now. So you want to take a pen and paper here. Okay. Everyone who is making success online have created a compound effect of all the things that they have done for some time. That includes a variation of things, like doing masterclasses, showing up consistently, getting their messaging right. Like, I didn't talk so much about positioning, but like marketing, positioning, niche, messaging, showing up, client results, evidence, do it again, 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 right? Masterclasses, building their email list, going on podcasts, having their own podcast, doing lives, doing reels, doing this, doing that, have a YouTube channel. Now, the overall bird's view of online success have got like 3 pillars, and you want to kind of really take this in today. There's just 3 things. The first one is a clarity of the coach message, the coach positioning, the coach how they help, and the coach like energetically where they are, like how they are perceived by the external world of what they can help with and what they have mastered, what they are masters in. That perception from the outside world comes with clear message, clear branding, congruent, consistency, saying the same thing so that it's not confusing. Like, you can have many different programs, but if your consistent message is about leadership, or your consistent message is about healing bipolar disorders, or if your consistent message is about feminine dieting in your body, or if the consistent messaging is about whatever it is, helping people to own their spiritual gifts, whatever the consistent message is, becomes like they are the go-to expert. So the clarity and the consistency creates positioning for them. Okay? That happens over time. So it's not like, oh yeah, let's just go and do this one program and sell it. It's like, well, have your audience got this perception of you that you are this expert in this specific field that they want to be a part of? And if you have just got started, they haven't been able to develop a perception of you yet, and it's going to take a little bit of time. If you keep moving positioning all the time, they change the perception of you all the time, it creates confusion and they don't buy. So in the beginning of your journey, it's quite difficult to go, okay, this is it, what I'm doing, this is it, I'm never going to change it, this is it, what I'm doing. That's never going to happen to an entrepreneur because we are always evolving. But what is important is that you stay true to your positioning where you are right now. And then as you move yourself slowly or like in whatever direction, you keep sharing how you're evolving, and the new people will come as you're moving. Now, that comes with consistency. So what I feel here is really important for you to understand is that you are always evolving. You are always going to change your messaging in some shape or form. Things that may not change so much, maybe your branding and your overall kind of message of your big vision. So my branding is like prestige, power, and innovation. That won't change. My message is I activate spiritual leaders to become visionary leaders, and I help them through deep inner work and business mentorship. That I've always done that in a way, but on a lower level. And as I grow and become more embodied leader, I can serve higher leaders. So what I want you to know is that you are exactly where you need to be right now. The most important thing is to turn off the external chatter and listen internally what it is you really want to say. Because that is the true authentic you, and that is the true authentic reflection, or like it's a transmission, obviously, that you give into the world, that they are perceiving, they're starting creative perception. And if that transmission is misaligned because you're overthinking something, how you should be doing it, then the transmission is wrong because it's not in alignment where your soul is. This is where it goes wrong when people go, oh, it's not working. Well, it's because you're following a script that wasn't designed for your soul right now in this moment. This is where your listening is so important. So when we listen inward, and we have also the marketing and business skills that are like the traditional marketing and business skills, which we need to know and understand, it becomes like one big mastery. Because you then know how to do a challenge, you know how to do email sequences, you know how to do Canva templates because you've done them for a while. You know how to run events, you know how to do these things because you've done them. It's like a muscle. But the key is to listen inward every time to what it is you're going to share with the world. Does that make sense? Now, I want to see some yeses and nos here, or yeses, or whatever. I'm going to look in the group. Does this make sense, ladies? I'm going to look and see if it makes sense. Let me know, say a yes or no, or like, I'm confused. Okay, we get a yes here from Samir. We get, I'm just looking here. Am I getting a yes from Jackie? Yeah, I'm getting yes from, yeah. Sarah says a yes, Esmeralda, yes. Okay, cool. Okay, great. I am so happy that it's landing. Do you know what I mean? So instead of going, I want to be over there and I want to have this amount of sales and this amount of success with money, etc. That is good to have that goal, but you must not focus on that. You must focus on the thing what I just said. And from that place, you will just expand and radiate. And the people will come because they'll find you because you're being authentic. So your biggest job is not to focus on the sales. Your biggest job is focusing on what is happening internally of you right now and what it is you need to share with the world in this moment in time now. And that can't be taught, as in like, I can't tell you what that is, but I can hold a space for you so that you activate that. Can you see the difference here? So that the vortex is allowing you to access it easy, to go, yeah. And like, if you say, Jenny, what strategy do you here? Well, we've got 3 strategies we can use that is quite good for this thing, what you've just talked about. Now, I want you to close your eyes and feel which one is good for your soul. That is how we coach. Okay. So it's not like a cookie cutter model on anything. There is like this when it comes to marketing, there is a collective trends that are going through the different layers of the industries. That is a collective way how the collective is moving in consciousness with marketing. And the gurus will be ahead of the game because they're testing things all the time and see what the people are doing and responding to. And then often when you go in a high mastermind with a coach or a marketing expert that is ahead of you, they have already tested and like worked out certain things, what works with audiences, because they've tested it, because they're just testing on people basically. Now, if that audience is very different from your audience, it doesn't mean that what they're testing is going to work on yours. So this is where our psychic powers comes in. I swear on my mother's life that I have never listened, like really listened and followed and completely forgot what I was doing to anyone. I have always followed what feels good for me, and everything what feels good for me always works because I can intuitively tap into the higher consciousness of what's happening with this world, and so can you. And what is the right way of marketing and what is the right way of moving yourself in the online world so that you get maximum exchange of your gifts, because maximum exchange, obviously, clients, money, all the things, right? And the next thing is when you lead with your vision and you lead with your power that comes from within, and you're not focusing on the money, but you're focusing on the truth, like you're focusing on the truth while you're here, you're not, your ego is out of the way. Like you are like, I am here to do this. I'm changing, you know, when you lock that energy in, again, you will get people coming crowding for you and wanting to be with you and like wanting to buy from you and wanting more from you because they want to be like you. Yeah. So you are here. You have not come here today and yesterday and the other day to learn all the strategies of what business, because you know that you can learn that anywhere. You have come here for the power of the spiritual sort of like evolution. And that is actually what is needed in all of you. So whether you are a healer or not, or whether you are a coach, or whether you are a marketeer or a creator or like a digital creator, it doesn't really matter. If you can tap into this higher knowing and the power that you have within and mission and leading with this, you know, the open heart, you will make more sales. So it's just like, it's just a compound effect of that. Okay. So what we've covered here now is that it's all the things that make sales. So there is no like, oh, if I do exactly that funnel, I'm going to make all the clients. If I buy exactly that program and do exactly that, I'm going to make all the clients. It's not. It's really not. Funnels work when you do the other things as well. Funnels work, landing pages work, email sequence work, all the things work when you do the other things, which is the energetic alignment behind everything you do. And you know, show up, be consistent, be the leader, be the one. Of course, funnels work. If you didn't have a funnel and you just had a page and you have your energy right, you will probably make as much money. It actually won't make a difference. However, you cannot build your business long term on that strategy. So if you think of your business long term, you want to have programs that you can sell. You want to have specific like funnels and pathways where people join. You want to be strategized in the sense where you funnel them all in. Of course you do, because long term, how are you going to expand and build the groups, if you like, if there is no sort of easiness of funneling people in and clarity for them where to find things and things like that. Of course you need all the strategies. Now, so when people say, oh, you only need a Facebook page and you only need, like, you know, like you don't even need a website. You don't for the first year because you're figuring everything out. But no, going forward, you need the things for long-term success. All right? Because there was this conversation, you know, online. Oh, you only need, like, you know, a pay link and you only need these things. Like, no, you actually need more things. But let's just get them as you grow. But you don't have to get them all at the same time in the beginning when you're not making any money. When you make money, you invest more in the systems and you keep going like that. That is how you're going to build it. Okay. So I was going to go into giving you permission to scrap all the things of showing up that you don't like. So if you, okay, I'll take myself as an example. If you don't like to make stories and it takes you 2 hours every day to do your story templates and do your stories, and then the stories are gone in 24 hours and you have created content that cannot be repurposed, I give you permission to not do stories. Like, I don't do them. I just share my posts in my stories. I cannot be bothered. Like, I really cannot. And if I have that resistance to, like, oh my God, it's going to take me 2 hours to create these little templates and these little words and this little link here and this little here and a little video of me, and I think it's all, and I have never bought from a story in my life because I just can't be bothered, then my clients won't. So this is the thing, you see, you want to feel into how you buy, how you love what other people are doing, and what excites you. That would 99.9% excite your client. So for me, I love watching masterclasses. Like, I can watch them all day long. I love Facebook for the community aspect because I think it's easy to respond and see people and I love that. So then my clients probably will love it as well. I hate stories. I've already said that. I love reels, although I haven't created any for a few weeks because I've been focusing on things at the back end of the business, and I've taken a break from the reels, which is fine. You know, no one's going to go, Jenny, why are you not doing any reels? And by the way, my TikTok is growing doing no reels because one video went viral. But so if you like doing reels, for example, and you think, actually, you know, and I think reels are much more purpose-filled than stories, for example. So if you think of reels as something that you can repurpose, so I'm going to give you a really good tip here now, and some of you will know this already and some of you won't know this. So a reel is a video clip that can be posted on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and as a short on YouTube. Okay. Rule number 1. Do not dress your reels in one app and share the reel in other apps because they don't like it. So don't do it in TikTok and then post it in Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. I'm going to tell you now, give you a really good tip here today, how to do your reels in the most efficient way, and how you can repurpose them, and how you can make them clean, squeaky clean, so that you get the best viewing of them and actually feel really good about being online mastery person, like, you know. So who does reels here, by the way? I want to know, do you do reels, guys? So who does reels? Let me know. Do you do reels? Do you like reels? Do you hate reels? Do you like reels? Do you hate reels? Yes. So Esmeralda do reels. Do you do reels? Oh, Anna says, haha. Yeah, randomly. Okay, reels. Yeah, haha. Yes, reels. She's going, yeah, that's me. What was that? Hating stories? Yeah, but graphics, not me. Okay, cool. Jackie's like, no, I haven't yet. Okay, so let me talk to you about reels. No, she haven't yet. Okay, fine. Now, you want to make a note of this, because if you want to do online mastery, you need to make a note of this. Okay, this is the best way to do it. You go to Instagram, you create the reel in Instagram. So you basically go to the app, create reel, do the thing that you're going to say. I'm not going to go in today how to do reels, because also there's different ways of doing reels that is attractive to each platform. So we have no time to do this. This is a course on its own. But let's say, for the simplicity of the task, that you are doing a reel. So let's say I'm doing a reel about light body. Let's say I do a reel about light body. Did you know, so this in the post today, did you know, there was a post on Facebook today, that light, the first and second and third level of light body was activated at this date? Everyone will be like, what is this? Here are the, you know, 3 reasons that you need to know why you need your light body activated. That is very TikToky, and I am in Gennye King's. She's fucking amazing. I'm in her membership. But basically, if you said that's what you were going to do, you will then talk to the Instagram in the reel, do the video, finish the video, don't dress it up, don't decorate it, download it. You download it to the phone, plain, just you talking, okay? Then you have it in your camera roll, which means that you can take it to TikTok and dress it up there. You could probably, I'm not sure actually with YouTube Shorts, if they don't like the video to be dressed up, but I don't think it's such a problem. I know that TikTok does not like Instagram watermarks. Instagram does not like TikTok watermarks, and Facebook, I'm not sure. But again, I never do it with a watermark on Facebook either. So you then dress, so let's say you go, okay, I want to do it on Instagram and I want to do it on TikTok, and I'm going to repurpose it on YouTube as well. So what you can do is you dress it up in Instagram, then you post it, and you have, obviously you know what you're doing. So you say, here are the 3 things. You do the text. On TikTok, this is how I would do it. I would duplicate that activity. So I would actually dress it up in TikTok, because I know that TikTok hates being dressed up somewhere else. It lowers it can feel it, you know, it lowers the view of the video. Now, what I would do here is I would then post it on TikTok. I would have dressed it up on TikTok with TikTok's bits. I would have dressed it up on Instagram with Instagram's things, or you know, graphics. Now, done. I'm not going to go into hashtags and stuff like here today. There's not time for that. I'm talking about the graphics. Then on YouTube, what I would do personally is I would take the TikTok video. There's something called, I think they've changed the website now, but we used to call Insta Finsta. and it's an IO, so it's like an intelligence that will take away the watermark. So you just take the link, the TikTok link of your video, you copy the link, put it in the Insta. I think they've changed to something else, but if you go Insta, you'll get the thing. You put the link in there, and then you download the video, and then you have the new version of that video on your phone without the watermark, and then you can go and post it. So you've got all the text, all the things you dressed it up with, but not the watermark, and then you post it on YouTube Reels, on YouTube Shorts. Now, YouTube Shorts 60 seconds, Reels on Instagram is 60 or 90, and TikTok is up to 3 minutes. So if you want to do one that you can use everywhere, you want to keep under 60 seconds, because YouTube Shorts won't take anything more than 60 seconds. So it's really up to you how you want to do it. And sometimes you want to do a 3-minute video on TikTok, which you wouldn't be able to put anywhere else, because Instagram is 90 seconds and YouTube Shorts is 60 seconds. Okay, that was a mini course on Reels. Now, if you hate Reels and you think this is doing my head in, I just want to do live masterclasses, you have my permission to do that. You can grow a YouTube channel. If you like talking, doing meditations, speaking to people, doing interviews, start a channel, then you do YouTube. Okay? So there is a million ways how to market your message and showing up online. And the things that you don't like doing, and it shouldn't come from a place of, oh, I'm procrastination, I can't be bothered learning tech. It's more like, I don't want to do it. Like, I don't feel like that's what I need to do. Then that's the right message you're getting from within. Okay. This is so important. You need to learn to distinguish what is procrastination. I'm tech phobia, I can't be bothered, and I'm going to stay small, and I'm not going to be a leader. Or is it like that, like I would maybe with stories, I would never buy from a story, so why would I do that then? And I think I can't be bothered with spending much time when I could do half an hour really informative masterclass instead, where I'm really connecting with my people, where I'm talking to them and they get my energy. Much more time efficient way of doing my work. So you need to know what the differences are. Okay, so where are we time? Oh gosh, it's 10 to. Okay, so yeah, it's good. All right, so you have permission from me today to choose the places you really want to be in. And don't let any other coach tell you that this is the exactly way you need to do it, because there isn't. But let's say you decided, yeah, I'm going to do YouTube, and I'm going to build my email list, and I will do YouTube Shorts as well. And I will be on Facebook. That's it. I'm not going to be on Instagram, TikTok. I don't want to do that. That's plenty. Okay. It's plenty. It's fine. You don't have to be super active on all of them. Now, ta-da! So let's go into, so we covered, so what I really want you to understand before we go into levels of consciousness here. So I think we will run over today a little bit, probably about 15 minutes. Hopefully that's okay. So you know that know, like, and trust. You know that, don't you? Know, like, and trust. They need to know, like, and trust you so that they want to buy from you. And you only create know, like, and trust through sharing from the heart, showing up, connecting with the people like I'm doing here. And you will then know me. You will either like me or not like me. And then you trust me, because what I'm teaching you be like, yeah, it rings true to me. So I'm trusting Gennye to buy her programs, because she's taught me already something that I feel resonates with me and my heart, and it feels good. Yeah. So I'm not going to go into it. You know this already. So it's important. This is and that is traditional marketing, right? We know that this is what needs to happen. Now, this is another thing I'd like you to consider. You can speak to people's desire or their pain. There's pain directed marketing, and there is desire directed marketing. It's almost like what I have discovered for the spiritual space, more people are responding to desire. then pain. However, I feel that the compassion piece and understanding where people are at and understanding, showing that you understand that it's hard for them. Like I'm now showing you, for example, I understand that some parts of social media and marketing you probably hate, and I do too. I understand how you feel, but you can navigate it. Yeah, and you can change the way how you do it. Okay, so when you speak in your content with desire, to their desire, you activate their highest vision of themselves. It's almost like, yeah, I can see myself being this person. So I would teach all my clients to say, look, when you speak to your clients, you want to speak to their highest desire, like the absolute highest potential that they could potentially even think they could be. Even if they don't think that they are there yet, something sparks. Then further down the list, you can say, I understand that these are the like this is a sales page. I understand that certain things have, been in your way to this date. And I get that this is probably how you're feeling. So feeling, what they're feeling, what they're saying, what they're doing, what they're thinking. This is a deep part of marketing and messaging we need to understand. Okay. I teach this inside the Connected Soul Club. So your job is to, as an online entrepreneur, is to be able to tap into their highest desire and speak about that in your messaging and your marketing. And often it comes from the soul. So you don't think it, oh, they might be feeling really like this. Like it's not an intellectual piece. It is an intuitive piece that you can tap into their higher self. So you don't need to always do, I've touched on market research. I always make my clients go through the market research phase just for the activity of it. They get clarity, they need to get their hands dirty so that they kind of get that piece done. But then going forward, the more advanced you come, you don't do market research anymore because you just show up in your true authentic self and you know what you're sharing because the message comes from your soul and you know who you're helping, you know your vision, the people come. Okay, so it's a difference, but in the beginning, you've got to do market research. So, I think, was that, yes. So, oh gosh, was that it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, desire. So there is this fine balance of speaking to their desire and also acknowledging their pain. Some people will teach you pain targeted marketing all the time and like just go for that. But what I feel, there's nothing wrong with that. But what I feel is that it's actually coming a little outdated. And also it feels like those people in a terrible state will turn up, and not meaning that in a horrible way. And then you have these clients that potentially are going to be quite draining. So you're like, oh shit, I've just attracted these clients who are, like draining my energy because how I spoke in my message. So you don't want that. So if you're, for example, a money coach, you don't want to speak to people that are in poverty mindset. You want to speak to the ones that know that they are millionaires in the making, because it's a different mindset. So if you speak to the poverty, like, oh my God, like this and that, you get all the poverty and they can't even afford to then pay for the program because they haven't got any money, because that's where they are. So then they won't sign up and then you won't have any money. So then if you're a money coach, you will then speak to a higher, like a different part of money than that. So it'd be like you in the making as a millionaire. This is like the piece, like more refined, maybe more, a bit more sophisticated and whatever, right? And that's fine. But so did you understand this piece? Yeah? Let me know. Let me know if you get this piece. Get this piece. I'm gonna just say, yeah. Sarah Touré is like, what is a reel? Oh, brilliant. I love it. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's just carry on, shall we? She's going so fun. Absolutely. Okay. So it makes sense. Okay, cool, guys. All right. So let's move. So that was the desire and pain. So, okay, now we're going to go in to the levels of consciousness in marketing. You're going to love this. So you are probably thinking now, Jenny, how do I make sales? Who's thinking that? Or how do I get more clients? How do I get more clients? Who's thinking that? I want more clients. I want more, like, not thinking that you want more money, but just like, I want more clients, I want this, I want da. Who's thinking that right now? Who's thinking that? I want to know. Who's thinking that? Yes. Okay. So your exactly. So I'm going to say this before the marketing or the levels of consciousness. Your ability to make sales is only 4 things. 1, consistent message, who you help, and clarity in what that is, your positioning. Showing up consistently online. If that means consistently twice a week for you, fine. It doesn't have to be every day if you're not on fire. Like if I'm on fire, I'm just doing it every day because it takes no effort from me. If I feel tired and I need rest, I don't do it. Thirdly, connect with people. You need to network. Everything has changed. You cannot not connect with people. This is a healed masculine way that we need to start moving into as light workers. You are meant to reach out to people to connect with them. This old kind of like, oh, divine feminine, oh, all the people just come to me. Yes, there is a magnetism when you have reached a certain level of positioning of where you are at, and you're speaking your vision, you are all aligned. Like people come to me magnetized because I am aligned in this way. But you also connect and reach out with people. This is a healed masculine. This is a new piece that's coming in right now. Like they used to be like, oh no, I don't send any DMs. They just come to me. That doesn't work anymore. Just that. You need to reach out to people. You need to network. You need to go to networking events. You need to get on Zoom calls with people. You need to talk to people. You need to comment. You need to say, hey, I really love what you said there on your post. I would love to connect with you. I love your vibe. I love this. You connect as well as they connect with you. And when people connect with you, you say yes. Healed masculine. This is healed masculine. It used to be divine feminine. Everything comes to me. I don't need to do anything. I am the queen. Doesn't work anymore. Just that. For really established brands who's been on the scene for years and years and years and have a huge following and have massive, like different, like, you know, yes, it works. They can still put out links, and I put out links and people buy with just links. But of course it works. It does work. But what I'm saying is, for somebody who is building their business and getting to that level, we need to do both. Okay. The last one is you market from the level of consciousness that I'm just going to teach you now. So there's 4 things. We said them, yeah? Your positioning. I can't remember now what I said. Your positioning, where you're at right now. So then your messaging. Sorry, did I say that? Yeah, messaging. Connecting with people. And then market from a level of the consciousness that you choose. That is actually your audience as well. And you lead with service as well. Do you know what I mean? So if you want more clients, oh yeah, you've got to be consistent. That was it. I forgot that. Market positioning, messaging, consistency, reach out to people, and yeah, and make an offer and make the offers. So you post your offers all the time. This is the thing. People are, oh, well, I don't really want to post my offers. You have to post your offers every day. You have to post your offers every day. Because people say like, oh, well, no one's buying my offer. Well, how many times did you post an offer? Oh, I think once. Yeah, but they probably no one will buy it because they only saw it once. Yes, you need to post your offers, and you need to be relentless, and you need to own the space, and you need to be like, right, I'm doing this. This is the most epic, amazing program in the world, and I want 10 people in this program, and this is what I'm doing. Like this, your energy should be like, I can't wait to serve these badass women in this program. I am doing this. Are you coming? Like, are you coming? I love being with you. Can we do this? Like, you know, that type of energy. So positioning, marketing, connecting with people, consistency, and put your offer out there. If you do those things every day, those 5 things, or have the marketing and the positioning right and the messaging, post your offer every day, connect with new people every day, and do all those things, you will make sales every day, every week. So that is how you make sales. That is how you make sales. All right, and it should be fun. It should be like, yeah, I'm doing this. This is all good. I love it. Sometimes you have huge months of sales and sometimes you have less. It's just how it goes, right? But the consistency and the compound effect is you doing that, what I just said. Now, if somebody feels like, well, I can't be on social media every day, well, do it twice a week then. Do what you can do and be consistent with what you can do. That's like the key. Okay. Now let's go into the marketing, the 4 levels, the levels of marketing. So there are 4 levels of consciousness in marketing, which is running right now in this world, and that is working. All these different levels are working, and we only use one in the space that we're in pretty much, which is the intuitive one. So the first one is the reactive space of marketing. This is where people buy from a place of fear and struggle, and they're scared that if they don't make this purchase, things are going to fall apart. It's very fear contracted driven. This bit of marketing works. It's like bro marketing. It is deadline funnels. So like if you don't, like it's an online course that is always available, will only be available to this date, but we know it's not true. Deadline funnels, scarcity, buy now buttons, like now, the pain this way. The marketing that does not work for this level is, for example, long videos, long application forms, and long sales calls. This is a really reactive, sort of like impulsive marketing. We don't like this. No one probably likes this, but it still actually exists, okay? For example, it could be like, if you buy this car now, make some notes. If you buy this car now, you will save 800, and I'll throw you in a free year warranty now if you need to act now. But if you come tomorrow and buy this car, you don't get 800 and you don't get the warranty. So it's almost like, well, a car is quite a big purchase, so you're going to think about it. You're going to probably drive at least 3 different ones before you buy one. So it's like, well, I don't care. You can tell me that, but I'm not buying today anyway. I'm going to buy when I'm going to buy. Okay. The next one is willful. This is a little bit of overlapping. So you'll have some reactive marketing in there, but it's almost like you're talking more to them being willing to do the work. There's less fear. It's more like, you've got these blocks and you know that this is what's happening. So you need this, and everyone's like, oh yeah, actually, right. And the marketing that does work for this is like, you have to hustle, it has to be within this time, it has to be like, bonuses and deadlines and scarcity, and it has to happen within this time. And then, for example, a sales copy for this particular, that with a car, for this willful category is things like this. If you drive this car away today, you'll look amazing and you'll feel amazing. This car helps you close more deals because your potential clients know that you're the real deal. This car has all the latest features. So it's like you're playing on, not on the fear, you're more playing on like, oh, who do you want to be? Do you want to embody this person? Do you want to like be this person, right? So like it's a little bit of, how should I put it? It's like a little bit of flirting almost, yeah? And you want this. And that type of marketing also probably doesn't work very well for spiritual entrepreneurs and psychic people because we're so intuitive, okay? The next one is intellectual. And I feel this is something where I feel still spiritual people will still vibe with the intellectual. So the intellectual one is like focused on very much about sort of problem solving. And I was talking about problem solving in your program yesterday, but it's almost like that piece has to happen in your program where you have some clarity on what you actually help with, and all the other magic and energetic upgrades that comes with that is like, that's where your magic is, but it gives structure to the reader. It's not just like, oh, come in this vibe, in this vortex and expand and make loads of money. That's got no structure. It's got no intellectual value. It's like, not sure if I want to just be in the energy, you know? So there is like this intellectual piece that has to happen. So the intellectual is like, the person wants to see the structure. What are they going to do? How long is it going to, they may not need to know all the details, but they want to be like, how long is the program? You know, what pieces do I get for this? Like, you know, on a sales page, what do I actually get when I buy this? It's like an itemized bill, right? And that's, I feel I buy from that place and the intuitive place. So I'm like, okay, what am I actually going to get here? It's like my practical intellectual brain is going, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I would pay 10 grand for that. Yeah, it's good. And the energy is amazing. So then I'll buy it. Yeah. So you may calculate a move and you maybe take a bit of time to make the decision, because it's like an intellectual decision. You're likely to have the money already, but you're just deciding whether it is the right thing for you. And I think this is a good place. I think this is a good place. In this category as well, the marketing that works here is application forms work to a certain degree. I have noticed with my audience that the shorter my application forms, the better the conversion rate. Only because they just feel it, like they actually intuitive basically. So they just don't, doesn't matter if we have a form or not. They just know that we're going to do it, or they don't do it, and they don't need a form. Yeah. So, which is quite good actually, because you don't have to read all the forms. But I still have forms. I still have forms, but they're not very long. So for example here, it might be like you want to buy a new cell phone, and you will probably look around, or a new computer maybe, you will be looking around intellectually how to buy which one to pick, right? Because you want to know the spec and things like that. But when it comes to coaching and business, for example, business, this is what I feel, business programs are quite simple to sell, because they can say, okay, well, in this business program, you're getting these different courses and these different steps to create exactly this. So it's almost like to buy, it's a specification, yeah? It's quite easy. When you sell an energy program, this is much harder. So when I have created my pages for example, the light body work, I've had to really dig deep into my heart and soul to really find the words and explain exactly the benefits of this work, because it's almost non-tangible. And this is why also sometimes a lot of healers struggle to market their services, because it is a less of an intellectual process. It's a process of an energy exchange, which can be really non-tangible to describe. But I'm very good at this, and this is obviously what I teach my clients with, so that you have the vocabulary, so that you can learn from me, and you adjust what feels good for you, of course. But I have found my own way of finding words for energy work that makes sense to the reader. And this, I feel this is sometimes where the gap is, why some healers struggle to sell their services, literally, because they can't translate in the message how amazing their program is. Okay, but we know it is amazing, right? We know the work is amazing. Okay. Also intellectually, you won't do, like, if you're intellectually choosing something, you're not, scarcity and urgency you don't really care, because you're like, well, I'm only going to buy the right computer for me. I don't really care if this one is £1,000 cheaper, because it doesn't have the specification that I want. So it's nothing is going to help, right? Okay. So then with the car again, let's take the car again. So they arrive at the car place, in this intellectual place. They've done all their research. They don't want to be sold to. They just like, yeah, I'm getting the Jaguar. Like, that is the one I'm getting. I've done the research. I've drove the Jaguar, and I drove the Volvo, and I drove the Porsche. I'm getting the Jaguar. This is it. and basically they just want to have a space to ask questions. So when I do this Q&A call next week, it's kind of a bit of an intellectual space for you to ask the questions, and you would have then done the research, looked at the light body, the deep in the work with the light body. You would have looked at the Connect the Soul Club, the sales page, and go, yeah, do I want to be in this membership right now? Like, do I feel like this? Does the energy feel good? And does it have the things that I need right now to build my business? And you'll be like, yeah, it does. So I'm just going to come to the Q&A call and have a chat with Gennye, and then I'm going to sign up or not, right? So it's like, that's why I created that space. Okay. The next one and the last one is the intuitive. And thank you for staying. It's 12 minutes past and we're running over a little bit, but I want to give you as much as possible. So the intuitive piece is you are rooted in the present and you feel aligned with your life. I am in this space all the time. So no one can sell things to me. So don't try to sell me something, because I just know when I need to buy something. Okay. However, I'm very open to always, if people say, I have an invitation for you, do you want to hear what it is? I'm like, yeah, please tell me, because I'm not dismissing people. I'm always like, yeah, tell me, because maybe they got something that I need to listen to. And also I'm a generator, so I need to wait for things to come to me. So I have to be open to it. Yeah. You cannot reason with someone at the intuitive level. It's not in the same way that you can with the intellectual, because, for example, on the intellectual level, I can say to you, okay, so in the Connect the Soul Club, I will teach you about lead generation, about organic growth. You will have healing, you'll have Ascension Clearing Kit, you will have all the things, you'll have all the help, we have the calls, we have this, we have that, you have everything that you need. But you're like, you're just like, I don't know. Like, you don't know if you need that, but you're like, I'm not sure. I need to just wait to see what my intuition is telling me. Yeah. And all the clients that join this membership do that. Some people find me and go, oh my God, I'm joining now within a week. I want this. Some people take 3 weeks more to go, yeah, now is the time. Oh my God, now I need to join now, Gennye. Like, where's the link now? So this is where we are. We are in the intuitive space. Yeah. Does this make sense, guys? I want to know from you now if this makes sense. Da, da, da. Anna Fish is like, yes, exactly. So Anna, honestly, you will love this intuitive piece, like, of how to do marketing. Honestly, it's like, this is the vibe, you know? Okay, so let's go back to it. This person listens to what they feel. So it's like, oh, I feel it. And when I did my last, when I invested in my last mastermind, I was waiting for nearly 4 months, I think, before I spent 10 grand. That was the last one I did. But I was waiting because I was like, I'm waiting. I was looking at it. I was feeling. I was like, and then I did it. It was the best thing I could ever have done. But I did also look what I was going to get. I did look. So I had the intellectual piece. I was like, yeah, it's got all the pieces that I need to up level my business from a strategy point of view. And I liked the whole vibe. And then when I joined, it was amazing because I had all these amazing women that I'm still in contact with. And I've also learned all the things that I'm implementing in my business still. So I have more pieces actually that I learned in that program that I'm still implementing. It was fabulous. Okay. So the marketing is, you need to build rapport with them, and not with a detailed plan, but like sharing, like I'm sharing with you now. I am building rapport with you. And what do you want to talk about today? Like, so this is the New Earth Masterclasses, for example, that I started this year. It's like this space where we just chat, I teach you things, and we hang out. And that place, or those places, are probably your lead generation. I don't like saying lead generation because I said human generation the other day on Facebook. I was like, let's call them humans, but for the sake of the vocabulary. So this is how you build rapport. So you build rapport with them. So you simply need to explain what it does, how it works, and who it's for. And if it speaks to them, they're in. Yeah. So they don't need the details. So although my sales pages are quite long, some people read that and they just get an energetic transmission from what they're reading. They actually don't read the whole thing and they go, it's for me, I'm doing it. It's there for those ones who are intellectual and want to read it. These pieces are there. But I tell you now, most of the people, so the last lady, the lady Sophie, she just joined not so long ago. She just went, your sales page just spoke to me. There was a few sentences. I don't actually think she read the whole thing for the Connector Soul Club. She just was like, there was something that spoke to me about, I actually need to ask her what it was. But anyway, and that's it. So this is the thing, right? You don't need to overdo your sales pages and be really specific with things. You just have to have clarity, the right energy behind, and speak. This is who it's for. This is what it does. And this is what the results you're going to get. This is it. And they're like, yeah, I get all that. On an intellectual level, I got it. Now the energy piece is the only thing that needs to fall into place. And any of the above, like the different scarcity things and all that we spoke about in the other 3 levels, does not work. In general, also application forms and phone calls don't work. So I don't do sales calls. I just do connection calls. So also, if somebody, this is how really interesting, if somebody has gone through a quite stringent, I don't do that anymore. When I did, because I was learning, I had quite a stringent sort of process of application form, and they filled in the details and everything. And I tell you what, every person that fill in a long form, because I tried different things, were not a good fit. They either didn't have the money, or they just wanted a free call, or they just wanted something else from me and not pay. I'm like, no. So I just don't really do them anymore, because I'm like, look, if you want to join me, join me. Don't waste my time. This is your free stuff. Do you know what I mean? And you should be the same. You should be the same. You know, you should value your energy and your time, and you don't do free stuff. You know, you do free stuff to build a rapport for dedicated spaces, but you don't do free stuff just because, like, oh, maybe if I do this to her, maybe she'll sign up, sort of thing. No, it is intentional when you do free stuff. Okay. Right. So the person, do you want to hear what happens to the person who buys the car intuitively? So the person at an intuitive level they likely didn't wake up expecting to buy a car. They passed into it and felt compelled to explore it. They found a car and the car spoke to them, and they didn't focus on the price or compare it to other models. They just don't have a long list of questions. They just bought it intuitively. Maybe it doesn't happen. That wouldn't happen for me for a car because I'm not into cars, but that happens to me for clothes. And I'm not a shopaholic at all, but it's just a feeling. So it happens to me for clothes. I don't go, all right, I'm going to do some clothes shopping now. I need exactly these things because it's missing in my wardrobe. It's just like, oh my God, that dress, I need it. That desire. Yeah. So when it comes, for example, to online courses and online things that you might want to buy online, if it's less than £1,000 or $1,000, you may have this behavior of going, I'm just buying that. I'm going to have that. I want this. Yeah. And that's we might be even a higher level of how you want to buy stuff. That is it of today. And your homework is not going to be as big today. I'm going to ask you, as a piece of your homework, to write about your program that you designed yesterday. And I would like you to write a post and sell it to me from an intuitive marketing position to your best ability, by the way. I would like you to write me a post that you would do on Facebook announcing your new program. And it's absolutely not a test. I just want to see how you would go, I'm so excited. I have just launched this 6-week program. And if you are watching now and you are an overstretched mother with kids who wants more tranquility and peace and find more blah da da in your life right now, this program is going to be so amazing for you. This is for you if you write that. You get a little list actually of me in the end today. This is what, this is it. This is who you are. This is the things that you desire most right now. And these are the things that you might be feeling right now, which will be the problems a little bit. And then say, here are the benefits for this program, or this, this thing I'm selling. And here is the fast act bonuses. You can have a little urgency, yeah? So you can have a little urgency, like the group starts at a specific date, like 20th or something. And then a call to action in the end. So I'll give you the structure of how to do the post later in your homework. That is the homework, to write the post of the program that you created yesterday, and from a space of intuitive marketing, because that's like maybe an intellectual intuitive, and I want to read them all. So but you want the structure, so I'll give you the structure in the post. I'm going to shoot off now because I've got to go somewhere, but I'm going to do it later on when I get back today, and that's it. Oh, by the way, I'm going to drop, I said to you guys, actually, I'm going to drop also I said to you, I was going to talk to you about other programs. I forgot to say this. So some of you will be like, okay, I don't want to do a library program. I don't want to do the Connected Soul Club right now, but I want to do something else with you, Gennye. So I'm going to drop a link with Shop With Me. There's a link with a little bit of different programs that I do. Some of them are on offer, and they will be on offer until the 5th of March. And you can have a look. And then again, when you've looked at them, you can talk to me about those programs next week, or you can buy one if you want. But I'm going to drop the Work With Me. And there's lots of different things there, like multidimensional channeling course and healing the witch wound, healing your inner child, lots of healing programs, basically. Not so much business, more healing and energy work, because some of you are like, oh, I don't know if I want to do these things right now, and I might just want to have a little taste. Ascension Clearing Kit is on there, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. So yeah, so I'll drop the Work With Me, Shop With Me link, and you can have a look. And if you have any questions in the meantime, you can also ask those questions. But I've got to go now because I've got to take my daughter. She's going to have a haircut, so I'm going to go. All right, lovelies. I dropped that. I'll see you soon. Drop the homework later. Have an amazing weekend. See you next week. Love you, love you, love you. And I can't wait to connect with you again next week. Okay?